In the ashes of disaster, some can find value even a month on. In the ruins, there's no shortage of scrap that can provide income, which for so many people was taken away by the earthquake and tsunami. The Indonesian government's emergency response phase has come to an end, meaning the search for bodies has finished, which many here believe was done too soon. AJIS Kono and his wife were working on the beach when the tsunami struck. Their 3-year-old son is still missing.
I've looked in refugee camps. I went all around the mountains. I've been everywhere and I can't find him. I've looked for almost a month.
It's thought there may be thousands of people still unaccounted for, but the government said it had no choice but to call off the search.
We believe that if we continue our evacuation, it will be counterproductive. Because, you know, when you get the body also, it will be create a health problem.
Health is one of the main concerns for survivors, with more than 200,000 displaced, many living in camps with poor sanitation. An approaching rainy season will increase the risk of outbreaks of dengue fever or malaria. Slightly more sturdy shelters are being built on the outskirts of Palu, where many of those left homeless will need to stay for a long time. In some of the affected areas, life is back to normal. Markets are flourishing once again. In others, little has changed since the earthquake, with the remains of buildings left to wait for the wrecking machines. People affected by this disaster will of course need ongoing support, and rehabilitating Palu and the surrounding areas properly will be a slow process. The concern is that Indonesia is a disaster-prone country, meaning that attention and resources may soon be diverted elsewhere. If that happens, plans for a better, safer city may be put to the side in favour of a quick rebuild. But for so many survivors, there's no contemplating the future just yet. It's still about trying to comprehend what happened.
I still don't have a job. I don't know what kind of work I'll do. I'm still confused. I want to keep looking for my son, but I don't know where else to go. We haven't gone to stay in a refugee camp yet because I'm still focusing on finding my son.
In central Sulawesi, a lingering sense of shock and despair is mixed with the beginning of a recovery. From a distance, the bay and city are calm now, but survivors will never forget the destruction unleashed a month ago and those they lost.